Welcome back to Buy or Buy. Today we're looking at the 2003 to 2008 Jaguar S-Type R. This is the supercharged V8 hot rod version of Jaguar's retro-styled S-Type sedan, and it was built specifically to chase down the BMW M5 and the Mercedes E55 AMG. It's a mid-size sedan built at Castle Bromwich in Birmingham, riding on the Ford DEW98 platform, which it actually shares with the Lincoln LS and the Ford Thunderbird, both of which we've already covered in past explainers. Under the bonnet, a 4.2-liter AJ34 V8, strapped with an Eaton supercharger and twin intercoolers pushing out 400 horsepower and 408 pound-feet of torque. It's got a 6-speed ZF automatic, rear-wheel drive, and guys, it's a proper sleeper. Because the market basically forgot about it, this 400 horsepower Jag is now seriously cheap.
Supercharged 4.2 V8, 400 horsepower, 408 pound-feet. 5.3 seconds to 60, an M5 rival for 10 grand. This is the forgotten supercharged Jaguar sleeper.
Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, who and cross shop. 2, the gems. 3, the issues. And 4, our verdict, which, spoiler alert, is a solid maybe. All right, Section 1, who and cross shop.
So, who is this car actually for? It's tailor-made for a very specific profile. Budget super sedan hunters who want 400 horsepower for used economy car money. It's for the sleeper fans, the Jaguar enthusiasts, and crucially, it's for buyers who have been completely priced out of the German M5 and E55 market. If you're looking at the S-Type R, your cross-shopping list is massive. Within the Jag family, you're looking at the larger, aluminum-bodied XJR X350 flagship or the XKR X100 coupe, both of which share this exact engine family and both of which we've already covered. Domestically, you might be sizing up its cheaper DEW98 platform mate, the Lincoln LS, or its supercharged American rival, the Cadillac STSV.
And that brings us to the real draw here, the German rivals. See, the S-Type R was explicitly built to chase the BMW M5 and the Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG. But while the E39 and E60 M5 and the W21 E55 AMG carry these massive, heavy enthusiast market premiums today, the Jaguar simply doesn't. You're getting the exact same elite performance bracket, but for an absolute fraction of the entry fee.
Bottom line, the S-Type R is the ultimate backdoor entry to 400 horsepower for buyers priced out of the Germans.
Moving right along to Section 2, the gems. Now, what's really interesting about this is the catastrophic depreciation. Just look at these numbers. Back in 2003, this car commanded an MSRP of roughly $63,000. Fast forward to today, you can pick up a used driver for between $6,000 and $15,000. Even a meticulously clean low-mileage example tops out between $15,000 and $22,000. That brutal depreciation curve makes its performance unbelievably accessible.
And that performance is entirely defined by this number. 400. That is 400 horsepower and 408 pound-feet of torque. This comes courtesy of the defining 4.2-liter AJ34S V8 utilizing an Eaton M112 Roots-type supercharger with twin intercoolers. This powertrain literally flings this heavy British luxury sedan from 0 to 60 in a blistering 5.3 seconds.
Let's look at how that hardware stacks up. Power is routed exclusively to the rear wheels through a ZF6HP26 6-speed automatic with a manual shift mode. It sits on Ford's DEW98 platform, sure, but it upgrades it with CATS, that's Computer Active Technology Suspension, adaptive damping, huge Brembo brakes, and twin oil coolers. Inside, you're wrapped in classic British wooden leather, but with aggressive R-Sport seats, R-specific gauges, and a touchscreen on the later models. And for you heritage buffs out there, here's a massive win. This 4.2-liter AJ34 absolutely avoids the dreaded Nikasil cylinder bore issues that completely plagued the earlier 4.0-liter V8s. Bottom line, it packs elite M5 chasing hardware and heritage into an astonishingly cheap package.
All right, Section 3, the issues. It's time to drop the hammer and look at the cold, hard realities.
Let's start with the critical, defining engine deal breakers. First up, the AJ-V8 timing chain tensioners and guides. Jaguar used plastic secondary tensioners and guides that wear out, rattle, and eventually fail, which can cause catastrophic timing damage. This is a complex front-of-engine service that demands 10 to 12 hours of labor, running you anywhere between $2,000 and $4,000. Second, the Eaton supercharger nose cone and internal isolator coupler. The needle gearings wear out over time, causing this awful grinding rattle from the front of the engine and a potential loss of boost. Rebuilding that nose cone runs $500 to $1,500.
And the list continues with the moderate and minor issues.
The ZF6-speed transmission is known to develop mechatronic valve body issues, which can cost thousands to rebuild if you don't perform strict fluid services. You've got cooling system and water pump leaks to chase down. The cat's adaptive dampers wear out, you might face secondary air injection issues on cold starts, and early cars have highly dated navigation systems. Then, of course, there are the infamous Jaguar and Ford-era electrical gremlins, erratic central locking, lighting modules, failing sensors, and window regulators. Finally, you have to feed it premium fuel just to get a thirsty 15 to 23 miles per gallon, all while paying highly expensive Jaguar specialist labor rates.
Bottom line, electrical gremlins and specialist Jaguar labor can rapidly outrun the initial bargain.
Section 4. Our final verdict. Verdict: maybe. The 2003-2008 Jaguar S-Type R is a forgotten supercharged sleeper. 400 horsepower, a legitimate M5 rival when it was new, and now astonishingly cheap because the market just plain overlooked it. But the catch that keeps it a maybe is that Jaguar-era ownership experience. The AJV8 timing chain tensioners and the supercharger coupler are very real threats, and electrical gremlins plus specialist labor can easily outrun the initial bargain.
So, let's define the exact parameters for engagement here. It's a maybe for an S-Type R sitting at $9,000 to $15,000, with the timing chain tensioners already done, the supercharger quiet, and a real service file. Find that, and it's a hilarious amount of car for the money. But it is an immediate buy to any car with a top-end rattle, a supercharger whine that's turned into a grind, or absolutely zero service history. If you want the bigger, lighter, aluminum version, cross-shop the covered XJR X350, but remember, it has the exact same Jaguar-era caveats. No matter what, always hold cash for the timing chain job on any car without written proof.
Bottom line, it's a massive bargain if you buy the previous owner's service file and a total nightmare if you don't.
So I leave you with this. Knowing the incredible highs of that 400 horsepower V8 and the crushing lows of specialist repair bills, will you hunt down the ultimate $10,000 supercharged sleeper or let sleeping cats lie? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.